Hey everybody, so happy Monday evening. Um, so I got back here pretty early, and I slept so good that I thought actually it was the next day, and I was like, oh my god, because I was like, I don't know why, I think it's because the sun was out or something. I don't know what's going on, and I was like, oh my god, what time is it? And I was just asking all the things, and then it was 2, and I was like, oh, because I have that appointment at the dentist tomorrow. So, um, yeah, you guys. Ugh. Work was crazy. It was kind of busy at times, and um and so okay, so last night I get there right at around 9:30, and I had PTO and everything. And so I used like an hour, about 90 minutes. And I had to talk to HR to get that one shift taken off because of the one I would be leaving right now actually. Um, the one that starts at 1 in the morning. But I got it taken off. It was so easy too. Like the lady's like, okay, blah blah blah, and then she just took it off, and then um uh so I get in there, right, and so I'm doing. It was funny because they had like so many people that they had so many people water spidering, and like I asked somebody, I asked the guy who like assigns it and all that, and he was like, if they don't do what I want, they water spider. I was like, no wonder I never had that water spider. But they were offering an overtime tomorrow, 2:30 to 7:30, and I was like thinking about it, but I had my dental thing, and also the hell to know, because last time when I went in the day, it took me like days to fix my UPT because they thought I was supposed to be there that night, and I was like, really? So no. Okay, and they're probably gonna have me go on Wire Spider anyway because I don't know the managers in the daytime, so they might be like, "Oh, we don't know you. Get a pallet jack." So anyway, you guys. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. So I had 2 hours. Okay, obviously I haven't been there. I've been kind of like sporadic the past month or so. So every time you're not there, if you go on a leave or something, everything freezes. But like your time freezes, your time accrual, I think it is, freezes. Your your you don't get. I don't think you get UPT because it's like um you like work for that now. But vacation, and I think I don't understand the whole thing with vacation or PTO. What happens because it's like there's been times where I went back, and I had in my schedule and everything got repopulated because when you go back, everything repopulates once they close out your case. So I would have hours all of a sudden, and then it would be gone again because like some other leave was like not closed yet, or something would go wrong. So those hours would go in. I would never know what happened to him. So last night I did have hours. I've had hours for the past few days. So I was like, oh, okay, I finally got my hours. So I only had like 2 hours something PTO. So I was like, well, I'm gonna use that tonight then. So, instead of letting the UPT take it, right? So I knew, like when you're like that, from the second how much time you have. So I'm like, okay, so after I talked to the HR lady, everything was good. I went in, and then at around lunch, my my schedule was gone, and I was like, what the heck? And then like, because it had just came back like literally days ago, and then it was gone all the way up until I want to say like it came back by the time I got back here, but Up until that point, it was gone. So I was like, okay, whatever. I gotta talk to DLS again or something. So it's back, but they had me at negative PTO, which is the other one where you get paid for the hours that you work or whatever, paid time off. I'm like, what? I just had 41 minutes left. I don't care, you guys, if it's 5 minutes, if it's 1 minute. Where's my time? So I hit up the little chat guy. And it's funny because I think they're all like in the same office or something. Because like he was like, "Yes, Jocelyn." Like you can see, you can hear it, you can hear it for how he wrote it. But he was like, "We always dealing with you." Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my, sorry, flip the camera. So he was like, okay. So he was like, oh, what did he tell me? I was like, oh yeah, I want to know why my PTO is negative because they said I was negative because I couldn't use it because when my schedule was gone, like during the shift I was working last night, um, like your time and everything is gone too. So I was like, I couldn't put in the PTO I was going to use to leave early because it was gone. So all you have was available is UPT at that time. So, and my vacation is still gone. I don't know what's going on with that. It was like I had hours or something. I'm like, so anyway, I don't know, but so I was like, so we were talking back and forth. It was like a long chatbot thing. I was like, dude, usually they kind of quick get you out of there quick, but he just kept going back and forth. So he was like, oh, because when you're on leave, you don't get time or something like that. And I was like, well, yeah, but I had time yesterday. Clearly, if it shows that I used 90 minutes of PTO, where the hell do you think I got that from? I mean, I didn't say all that, but you know how it is. So I was like, he was like, okay, let me look for a minute or something, whatever. So he looked, he's like, I forgot, basically so many words that it was some kind of error or whatever, but he was like, so it shows you were on leave last week, but on the 3rd and 4th, you were there, so you should have got PTO that week. And I remember that week, I was like, yeah, I was there, and I didn't get my time that week because everything was still in shambles with my thing until everything straightened out with your paperwork with the DLS people. So I was like, yeah, I was, and I didn't get it. Like, I just kind of went along with them because I didn't know specifics, but I knew I did have time I was owed. So they were like, so he was okay. It's gonna take like 24 hours for them to do it, and I heard that before, so I was like, okay. So all of a sudden I look later and I have the PTO I said I was missing, that 41 minutes. I was like, where's my 41 minutes? Because he's like, oh, you don't accrue it when when you're not there. I was like, or when you're on leave. I was like, yeah, but I used some last night, so clearly I had some. He's like, okay, let me check. And so he looked, I guess, and then he found out what was going on. He's like, yeah, so, because it was showing negative, saying that basically that I used PTO that I wasn't supposed to have or something like that. Like, that's what he was like saying why it's negative. But then when they figured out what's going on, he put in a thing to the HR people, and I guess the HR manager approves it or something. And so I was like, okay. And then so I don't know. It wasn't that long later. I looked again later and it was back. My time was back. But they gave me like 2 days worth of UPT. I was like, oh my God. It's like somebody effed up. But I don't even know, you guys, because when I was on leave, you know how when you're on leave, you may be back, but it still shows you're on leave until your case is closed, right? So there were sometimes I was there where I didn't get my credit for UPT because it's showing that I'm not even in the schedule. So, I mean, I'm not saying nothing, but if they find out about it, okay, I'm not like in a really hurry to use UPT as much anymore because I'm just like money now, but, I was like, yeah, I don't care. Some people would have been like, I wouldn't even thought over that. I was like, yeah, well, hey, I needed to leave 10 minutes early some days, so I need all my time. Okay? And so he was like, yeah, I thought he was going to try to BS me or something, but he was like, yeah, you should have got it the week of the 3rd because you did work that week. So I don't understand what's going on. And So I guess the manager just like, it's funny how they got the PTO exactly right, but then the UPC is all like more than it should have been. I'm like, what? The one that you don't get paid for? So like, yeah, so but you guys, so I was just like whatever, because I'm like, I was telling uh my friend, like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave because I feel like super nauseous still. And I'm trying to work on that whole thing because um it's disrupting my daily life. So I made an appointment because I want to see if I can get some kind of medication like for anti-nausea, because I read that there is some anti-nausea meds they can prescribe you, because I none of these things are working. Like, I have the little C-band things, and yeah, it's just, and I have to take like 3 or 4 of those freaking Dramamine things, and I don't know what's causing it. And so hopefully they can give me something, because it's a side effect of one of my meds, but I think the med is helping me, so I don't really want to go off of it. But it's just it's disrupting my daily life. Like, I feel like I have to just like throw up all the time. Maybe not throw up, but I just have that feeling. And I didn't want to, like, I sweat a lot in general. And that is one of the side effects of that med, but I sweat a lot in general, so it's not really like, So I'm like, I have to replenish my like salts and everything at work and stuff, because if I don't do that, then I get like leg cramps and everything later. So I take Gatorade Zero, because I don't like the one that they have there. It's like, it makes me feel like so nauseous. The little packets, but I mean, it's nice they have them. They provide them. They have like these little packets that they're kind of like Gatorade Zero, but I just like Gatorade Zero better. It's like those ones, to me, the ones they have are like, they taste kind of weird, and then some people eat them just swallow them straight, and I'm like, it just makes me want to puke. And then, like, so I drunk one once at work, and I felt so queasy after that for hours. I was like, I'm never drinking one of these again. So like, yeah, but if I'm desperate, yeah, I would use it, because if I don't, then I get leg spasms and all that. So I ordered these leg spasm pills off Amazon, which do work really good. But as long as I do my Gatorade Zero and stuff, then I'm good. I don't even need those pills. But I just have them as a backup. But I'm gonna make an appointment, because I could hardly even drink that last night. I was like, usually I have my Diet Mountain Dew for my energy. I had my coffee. I couldn't drink that. I wasted like so much coffee in my little thing, because I don't drink it when I get there, because I feel like so just nauseous that I don't want to eat or drink anything. And so we'll see. She'll probably say that I should just try to like talk to my doctor about it to get to either change the med or lower the dosage or something. But that is already, it's like a battle, because that med, Prestique, if anybody knows what it is, um it's like she really thinks it's good for me, and it has helped me, but um I don't know. It just, I guess I got to give it time, but they said that it's supposed to only last so many weeks. And I feel like it's to the point where I think maybe this is a good thing to make an appointment, because she'll see that, yeah, it's, because she even said if it gets to the point where you're just like, you can't deal with it, then we'll find something else. But sometimes they don't really like to do all that, because when you start a new med, it's like you don't know how your body's going to react, so they want you to kind of be in a situation where um maybe off work for a couple days and see how your body does with it. Cause at first with this pill is you're dizzy. Like I remember I was at work and I was like, but then it goes away really quick. That goes away, but the nausea like lasts forever. It feels like, and so actually it went away because I wasn't using my wristbands and I wasn't taking those pills as much. I don't know. I think it's just because it's increased. Oh my god, you guys! I feel like I have double vision because I don't have my glasses on. I didn't even bother wearing them at work last night because I'm just like I don't feel like having to wipe my face all night long, and then the glasses get all fogged up. Not really because I think they have anti fog, but it's already hot with the mask. Then you have that, and it's just but yeah, you guys. So I'm good. I made an appointment to see if I can like get something for it because nothing over the counter is really working, and the thing also though with this med is that if you go off of it, you have to like kind of go off in stages because it's like the withdrawal symptoms are like really bad. I heard, you know, and if you just haven't been on it that long, it's probably not as bad. But if you've been on it, I've been on it. I want to say since when was that last July-ish? So yeah, I've been on it for um a while. So they basically what they do is they kind of like taper you off of them. So you might start a new med, but you'll still be taking like a small dosage of this until you don't need it anymore. But last time we talked, she was talking about how um the highest you can go up is 400. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even imagine. Like if I'm getting the nausea from this amount, like I'm good. But I don't know. But I have that appointment. It's a video appointment on Wednesday. Hopefully she'll give me that lady will give me something and I can go get it and then before work because it's really making work just like I was just like and I don't really discuss it with people. There's only one person that I really discuss things like that with, but that's just because he's not like you know he's kind of that type you could talk to about things like that. But I feel like yeah, you guys, I'm like like I don't want to give up the pill, and then also I'm scared also of the withdrawal, like of giving it up. But I will give it up if there was something else I could take. You know, I don't mind giving it up and trying a different med, but um, because it's I think sometimes they base it on the fact that if you're not vomiting and stuff, because if you're not vomiting, that means your body is absorbing it and taking it. You know, if you're vomiting it up all the time, then yeah, you're not getting it in. They're just gonna be like a switch. So, but if it's at that point where I'm like, yeah, I gotta like nothing's working, and I think even disrupting work and everything too, because I just was like, that's what I'm gonna tell the doctor on Wednesday. But yeah, gotta deal with this tooth first tomorrow. And my dad called earlier. He's like, "You go? Did you get your?" He called me this morning at like 6 in the morning. I was like, "It's 6 a.m. What are you doing?" Like, he knows how I am. Like, don't disrupt my. I mean, I wasn't asleep that time. I was at McDonald's getting breakfast. I was like, "It's 6 a.m., dude." Like, he was like, "It is." Like, because they're 14 hours over. But I'm like, he's slipping because it's like, you've never called me at this time. But over there, our morning here is probably they're about to be night. And they're a day ahead of us. So it's like, um, so he just called earlier and we were on the phone and I was just like, you know, but, oh, you guys, he was asking me about the dental thing. It's like I did make the appointment, and like sometimes I feel like he's just trying to be like, um, get on that because it's like, like I don't know, like already myself, like, bruh. But yeah, anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later. I'm just cooking. I'm waiting for my dinner right now. I made some dressing, and I can't do. I tried stovetop and everything, you guys. The Winco version, the Walmart version, the real version. I don't like it at all. I gotta only get Cubisons. That's it. That, and then I have to make cornbread with it. Otherwise, I just don't enjoy it. And I wasted like 2 cans of my onion soup just trying to doctor that stuff up, and it don't hit. You gotta go with what you like. So yeah, and then I'm making some loin chops in the oven. And my dad was talking about fried chicken, like the fried chicken over there, and I was like, churches. I was supposed to go to churches, but it's like 8:30, and I was like, So I was like, I have food here. But anyway, you guys, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good Monday. Or, yeah, have a good night, and talk to you guys later. Bye.